do this video because the truth is, so many of you are looking for external validation on your ideas. I just finished scrolling through my Facebook feed, and you would not believe 6 different people with the same post. Hey, I want to start this podcast. Would you listen? Or, hey, if I started a group, would you want me to add you? Listen. No matter what your Facebook friends or your mom or your cousin or your best friend says, they do not represent the market. Stop asking for external validation on your ideas and just execute on your ideas. It's not that difficult. If you want to start a podcast, instead of taking the time to post this stupid little colored block Facebook post saying, hey, would you listen to this podcast, asking for a friend, you're not really asking for a friend, but whatever. Instead of taking the time to post that, why don't you sit down, figure out what the show is going to be about, and record an episode, and then publish that episode and see whether or not people want more episodes. That's how it works. Stop trying to get external validation about the ideas that you want to do, but you're not gonna do just because enough people didn't like it, because enough people didn't click the stupid little heart on it. Like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Stop worrying about that and just execute. Do something. It doesn't need to be big. It doesn't need to be the biggest thing in the world. Just start something. If you want to create a Facebook group, create a Facebook group. If you want to start a podcast, start a podcast. If you want to shoot a video, shoot a video. I'm out here right now in front of my job building, shooting this video, yelling at my phone, looking like a damn idiot, frankly. But I'm doing it. Why? Because it's not about what other people think. It's not about what the 6 people around you think. It's about what the market thinks. Asking for validation on Facebook and then choosing not to do something because you didn't get it is the same as if you talked to a tree and said, hey tree, do you like this idea? And if the tree doesn't answer you, you don't do it. Stupidest thing I've ever heard. Execute on your ideas. Stop worrying about external validation. Stop worrying about your little surveys. Just start something and then gather information. Publish the podcast and then see if people listen. Promote the group and then see if people join. Whatever your thing is, whatever your idea is, just do it. Just stop holding yourself back because you don't know that the 6 people on your Facebook friends list are gonna like it. Like, why does that matter? You're not trying to talk to your Facebook friends list. You're trying to talk to everybody, right? If you want to start a podcast, I assume it's not just for the 6 people on your friends list. Probably they're not a great target audience anyway. You don't even know what the target audience is because you haven't made it. Because you haven't made it and you haven't put it out and you haven't started getting feedback on it. So what is the opinion of the 6 people on your Facebook going to matter? And yes, I realize you probably have more than 6, but only 6 are paying attention. It's your mom, your grandma, your cousin, your sister, maybe your girlfriend or boyfriend, potentially your kids if they have you added. That's the only people paying attention to your Facebook post. So what does it matter whether or not they say they want to see this podcast? Just make it. Just start something, put it out there, and that's how you start to get feedback and make correct decisions. Sick and tired of this. Stop looking for external validation and just do your thing. That's what matters. So with that said, that's going to be the vlog for today. I am so angry. My phone is ringing right now. Who is this? Hello? Robocall. I get those all the time. I'm not sure why. Stop. Just stop. Please. I'm asking you from the heart, just execute on your ideas. There's nothing bad that happens if it doesn't work. Probably won't work. Most ideas don't. But nothing bad comes from that. You just have to execute and then see what happens. And then from there, you can decide. So with that said, I'm going to sign off for today, and I'll see you in the next episode.